They'll try and start this drive in the air. Caught right side, Davis. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. Room here to run. A big play that time for the Titans. 68 yards. They had trouble stopping the run last week at a loss, and here it rears its ugly head early.
You're supposed to try and get your confidence going after a loss like that where you gave up big yards running the football. This is not the way to go about it. It looks exactly as it did just a week ago.
They'll set up to throw. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. One tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Let's go! Brand 38!
Now they try the right side here. Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get 3 up to midfield.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
From the 50, it's Watson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down.
Come on, let's go. 38.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Oh, some strong running. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Let's round. Let's go. Let's round. Let's go. Let's round. What? Nothing. Let's round. Let's round. Ohio. Ohio. Let's round. Let's round. Let's round. Come on, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here.
Let's go. What?
And a give this time to the tailback. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. Well, he's picking up where he left off last week. A tackle for loss there. And remember, coming off the end a week ago, 4 of them.
And I like how you said picking up because that means he's probably using his hands really well. I know people don't think about it a whole lot. He's got to use those to control the people trying to block him, shed them, and get to the ball carrier in the offensive backfield.
To throw is Watson. To throw on third down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just...
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Texans scoop it. And this will be a touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans are in for 6. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
He'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Huff reels it in. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Someone's sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll try the left side. Turner. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
6 yards to go here on 2nd down. Now back to throw. Goes underneath for Henry. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gault. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And, Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Let's go. What?
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now a handoff looking right. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Come on, let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38. Flex round. Flex round. Slam.
Watson looking to throw on 2nd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Ohio. Ohio. Here we go. What? 9. What? 9.
From the gun, here's Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a 1st.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree. One thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round.
They run the counter now on first down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
An update from Buffalo. The Jets have taken the early lead over the Bills. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. The Texans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Watson. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Second down, they'll try and run the counter. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Watson just beating the play clock. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Watson on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They've gone to the second quarter in Buffalo. The Jets have taken the early lead over the Bills. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! What? 90!
Now they try the right side here. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans will extend their lead. It's good to make it 17-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Going up. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And this results in 6. Touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Here we go!
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Flushed out right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now you folks don't know what you're missing. You're missing Larry Ridley. Ready to get back, though, to this Week 2 matchup. Let's get to it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because What you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Watson off play action. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
The Texans on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
They go play action here on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Let's go! What? 90!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Let's go! What? 90!
And they give this time to the tailback. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff. Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
The Texans send the punter out, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On second down, Turner. He finds an opening past the 40. That good for 19 and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Fresh set of downs here. Back to throw here. His throw incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass. They'll drop the throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. So they're going to go for two. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he'll find his way in for two. And we're back to a two-score game. The lead's cut to 16. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
Now a handoff looking right. A gain of 3, second down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Ohio! Let's go! 190! 190! Get that quarterback! Get off!
Off of play action, it's Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The Texans on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. But that was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 15. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Elsewhere, second half is underway up in Orchard Park. The Jets have scored again, so they open up a 2-touchdown advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now they go screen. It's complete. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Back to throw. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them. Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go!
Looking to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 29. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be a second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. And they will line up now for the two-point try. They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And he is in for the 2 points. And they're back within his score as the lead's cut to 8. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Now a first down throw, Watson. He can't get him down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A gain of 6 there on first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Second down and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. The Texans on third down. They've had good success. 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And the wideout in motion. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Fuller. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. On first down, it's Watson. And he rifles one incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Ten yards still left on second down. Now they try the right side here. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd down and 12. So the D-line's going to spread out. Throwing on third down, Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Fuller. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. As they run the counter play. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. To throw is Watson. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Let's go! Brad 38!
Out of the gun, Watson. And he finds a man on the crossing route. Touchdown, Houston! So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He gets away from one. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. He'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Turner. And he'll be down deep in Houston territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll look to throw again. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Second and goal. They still need 8 yards to find the end zone. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll come out in the pistol. On 3rd down. That's Turner. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as...
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Captain Zero out now as he'll kick this one away. And here comes the Texans now. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. And to give this time to the tailback. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Getting late here in the 4th, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. Watson now, off the bootleg. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Flex round! Ohio! 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 Ohio!
Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. First down, Turner, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. He's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It goes as a pickup of 23. And it'll give the Titans a 1st down. He'll look to throw. And that's complete to Huff. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. He's back to throw. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go. So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
They are in the 4th in Buffalo. The Jets continuing to pour it on. They're opening the lead up even further. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They're going to try and run for it. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And this will be recovered by the Texans. So victory appears to be in sight. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Come on, let's go! Brand 38!
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Texans, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.